You know, there's always the concept of what does it really mean to be an entertainer? I tend to question that in the sense to make me a better entertainer. And it's not to say I don't believe in myself. It's more or less just I want to see how I can improve. I just want to continue going forward, you know? So I keep going, I keep pushing. I mean, yeah, you probably have noticed the differences in content on the channel and everything. I just get an idea, I go through with it, and then I upload it. There's really no specified plan anymore. Mainly because when I tried to make a plan or attempt to make a schedule, it just made it that much more difficult to keep track of it, and hoping that my daily life would let me be available to do it all the time and consistently keep up with it. But now I kind of just wing it. And I gotta say, for doing YouTube, it's probably the best decision I could make, because now it lets me take my time when I edit, so I don't have to worry about no deadline, no I have to do this now or then or any of that. I just record, edit when I can, and upload it when I'm done. And of course I always get the projects that are either going to be bigger than normal, or the other ones that end up not being so big. Well, I definitely put the same amount of effort into every video. Even if it's 20 seconds long, I put the exact same amount of time and effort into it, just as much as I put into a 20-minute video. And honestly, it could be a meme at this point that I can't even make a short video. I can record like 2 minutes and I'll end up editing it to be like fucking 7. I'm not even too sure how I even do that. I just get ideas and I somehow find a way to extend it. Despite it not being my intention, I edit and it just goes. I don't really foreplan how I'm gonna edit or what edits I'm gonna make. I kind of just do it. I don't think about it until I'm in the moment. I'm sitting at the computer watching the video as it goes and do what I do. But honestly, I feel it should be a change of format now, because like I've been told that my videos can be long, and I get some videos that may end up long, but when I thought of that concept that yeah, some videos will be long, it's when I started to realize that all of my videos are becoming long now. None of them are really short anymore. And I realized that back then, when my videos were shorter, that's usually either that or interesting enough for people to want to click. It's usually when I get the most views out of it. And it's not to say it's about the views. If it really was, I would have already been following every high-staked video I've made and make another or do another, because it reels the views, right? But no, that's not how I work. I kind of just get a video idea, make it, create it, put it together, and throw it up. And a lot of the time, it's usually a gameplay. Sometimes it's just other things that throw in there. Like, my 100 subscribers video ended up being like, what, 13 to 14 minutes long? And that's just a celebration video. Honestly, it didn't even need to be that long. And me just talking to the mic ends up being like 10 minutes or something like that. It's not on purpose either. It kind of just happens. But I think making these shorter videos might be a better option. Especially right now. It makes the workload a lot less on me to do. Because when I'm making these videos and they're like 20 minutes long, I usually for some reason, I'm only able to shave off like 3 minutes. So the video ends up being like 17 anyway. I'm hoping like, oh, it's like 20 minutes long. Maybe I'll be able to edit it down to 10 minutes. But I never find the opportunity to even cut it down that short. So now I'm thinking, okay, why not just record 10 minutes now instead, or 15, or maybe even like 12 or 13, because of how long I averagely be able to cut down to make it a 10-minute video. Just record 13 minutes, maybe 14. I haven't put this new practice into play yet. I've been thinking about it, been debating on it. I just don't know what video to do next to do so. Kind of just thinking. I mean, I do have a video already to edit, but it's gonna take me a while to edit it out because it's long. I really don't know how to go about doing so I'm just like kind of just waiting on it, see what I'm gonna do. But I do notice that these shorter videos end up getting probably the most attention. Like the Dashie video is my highest viewed video. It's beaten all my live streams. It's beaten my highest rated video of We Are All Connected. For a while, that was my highest video. That was 140. Now my Dashie video is like 143. It hasn't moved from there since for about like 3 weeks. For some reason, January and February were somewhat of a takeoff for the Dashie video. Random. Just started getting view after view after view, and I got a few comments too, and I was like, oh wow. Randomly Dashie's video just throwing up there now. And I made it out of contribute to Dashie because, you know, he's one of my influences. I probably would say that. But it wasn't in namesake to even get clickbait. It's just showing my appreciation. Because I ended up finding out, I was like, oh yeah, it's his birthday, so let me give him a thanks. Because I probably wouldn't be here without his influence. Like, without him giving me the inspiration alongside Corey Kenshin and PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Game Grumps. I've had a lot of inspiration, a lot of influence to do so. And seeing the things that they have been able to accomplish with the platforms, it makes me want to do it too. Because I'm seeing the positive impacts that they have been able to create. And I want to make that impact too. I want to be able to go to these conventions and see fans and make their day because I got to give them a handshake, a fist bump, a hug, or sign a notebook or something. They were just like the happiest just to, you know, to see me, you know? It's not that I'm begging for attention or nothing, but the fact that I'm able to have the ability to make someone's day like that. You know, the idea of being an entertainer is being able to make others laugh and be happy, make a smile. That's like the motto I actually exist on is if I make someone smile today, then that's a day well spent. Just one smile. I'm naturally a funny person. Like, I'm humorous. I make jokes out of anything, or at least I try to, no matter who I'm talking to, because I don't like dull moments. So I like making fun for things, you know, making things interesting, entertaining. So I do my best to be entertaining. And if I'm able to do that on a platform such as this, like YouTube, then I can make people's days. Because when I see videos of people, like, let's say Jack or Markiplier or PewDiePie. No, PewDiePie didn't really make too many of those videos, at least nowadays, where they're speaking that they get these fan letters or fan things that tell them that the fans were like, you helped me get through these times. We couldn't have done it without you. Like, you've been the thing that's been keeping me around. Like, that's been keeping me happy, giving me a constant smile, something to look forward to, something to enjoy. When all else in life is struggling, you have that one thing, and I want to have that impact. I like that idea. Like, giving my existence to others is kind of the idea. Like, I don't do it for my own validation. I don't do it for attention-seeking purpose. It's just making another person smile is what brings my day joy. So that's actually one of the biggest reasons as to why I wanted to do YouTube. Alongside that, a lot of people told me that I'm funny and I'm entertaining, and I came to them with the idea like, hey, do you think I could do YouTube? Because you know everyone says that I'm pretty funny and all that, and usually everyone said, yeah, you'd be a good YouTuber. They have all given me more inspiration to do so. So here I am. I'm doing it, and it makes me happy. Despite how rarely I do it, it's mainly because I'm lazy and I procrastinate. I really love doing this. Like, I enjoy it to no extent. It's crazy. Like, the amount of time I can spend on one video. Like, one 40-minute video can be like 8 to 12 hours straight of editing. And the only thing that sucks about it is the chair I sit in. It just like messes with my knees. That's about it. I just gotta stand up, walk around for a little bit, and come back. I don't gotta do it in one sitting. But I'll say that when I do edit, time flies. Like, it disappears. And that's how I know I enjoy it. Because if it didn't, and I was just dreading every moment, hoping like finally I get to the end, then I know I wouldn't be enjoying it. But I know I am. Like, these 8 hours that just disappear when I'm editing, I'm just like, wow, it's already that time. And I'm only like 1/4 through the video, or 1/3. It's nice because I get to put more effort into something to actually make an impact to something. Normally, I usually go about my days procrastinating and being lazy, sitting here just watching YouTube shows, movies, maybe playing a game on my own time, not recording it, or going to work and not having a bigger impact on anything. So me doing this achieves more than one thing. It makes me feel as if I'm doing something. Like, maybe there's something bigger at hand instead of, oh, what do I look forward to when I go home? I just play another game or watch a show, watch some more YouTube. Of course, without YouTube, I probably wouldn't even be here. Without watching it, because YouTube has been some of the most entertaining things I've ever seen in my life. I could watch it for hours. It's probably the thing I have most watch hours on in my entire life so far. So the fact that I actually feel like I have something to contribute to, it helps me. It kind of keeps me grounded to realize that I'm not going aimlessly around. And when I bought my laptop, it kind of changed a lot of perspective to me, because it was finally a one decision that I finally made that could make a difference. It's like a namesake to me that now I'm taking this seriously. I'm not just playing. I'm not just throwing it away or doing anything else random. I'm actually planning it now. I'm putting it together piece by piece. You know, I got a new setup. I get a PC from a laptop to a PC, and then I get an Elgato, and then I get a webcam, and then I get a better mic. I get now a laptop that can run literally almost anything I could want to record. And when I finally made that substantial decision to get the laptop, a lot of my perspectives changed. I realized that I shouldn't just sit here with the goals I have in mind. I want to achieve these things, so stop waiting. It won't be done on its own. So I got up. I started editing. Around whenever I got the laptop up and ready, I edited. That was the first thing I did. And that's the Mario 3D World for Bowser's Fury and the Bean Boozled video you see. The amount of times I had to record just to set up that video together, or those two videos, it took some time, I'm not gonna lie. Not only the editing take a long time, but having to record the extra clips, the ending to the Bean Boozled video, the intro to the Bean Boozled video, the going back having to edit the Bowser's Fury video to correlate, saying it's in the description, because normally it said it was at the end. Because the original idea was that they were supposed to be one big compact video, but the fact that that Mario video was already so long, I didn't want to extend it 17 minutes that the Bean Boozled video ended up becoming. And it gave me a better idea, like, okay, maybe the Bean Boozled video will perform well on its own. So that's what I did. Honestly, the videos don't even have to do that well either. I'm just happy to keep checking on that YouTube Studio app just to see that the video got one more view. That brings me happiness. I love it. It's nice to know that someone looked, someone viewed it, someone went to it and looked at the hard work that I put in, and hopefully at the end goal would be that they got a smile out of it, they got enjoyment out of it. And that's the whole point of it all. That's what makes me excited about doing this. It's knowing that someone would go to it. And at the core of it all, I know that's what the definition of being an entertainer is being able to give that moment of enjoyment and peace and the moment away from what life is doing right now. Like, the greatest example is with this Roni that's going around. That's just what I personally call it. For everyone to be locked down like this, moments where you can do YouTube or things like streaming services, things like that, that's where moments like these thrive. Because now that people are at home, they're trying to find something to do. And the idea that they can go to a video on YouTube whether it be mine, whether it be anyone else's, is the fact that they can enjoy that video for the time length that it was made and forget that all of it's going on, at least for those short moments. That is what I live for. The enjoyment out of what can be done. So the concept of being an entertainer, it's interesting, because there's no one way to be an entertainer. It's just what you wish to do when you want to entertain. How do you want to entertain? What do you want to do when you entertain? What audience are you looking to entertain? What purpose and reasons do you have behind to doing what you want to do when you entertain? And I guess that's my reason. That's my side of the story. I never felt as if I had to do this, but I did feel that it was the right thing for me to do. I feel like YouTube could be like my calling. I'm not gonna lie. It feels right. Because granted, I was always a loud person in school. I was always someone that wanted to talk, someone that wanted to make jokes and be the funny guy. But I also, on the inside, I wanted to be able to be the person that gives someone the smile of their day. Someone that's hurting can have a chuckle, have a smile, have a laugh. And seeing what YouTube can do, like by me watching it for countless years since it came out, since it was created, to the moment now in time as to what Roni's doing. For countless years, it's been one of the most extreme sources of entertainment. Through music, through gaming, through movies and shows, and now with its own streaming services and all such things like that. You know, cooking, beauty, fashion, you name it, it's on YouTube. And that's the greatest thing about it all. I get to enjoy that as I create for it. You know what I'm saying? So at the heart, it's about what you wish to be doing. So that's why it felt like a calling to me. Now that I'm in it, now that I'm doing it, I feel in my right place. I feel as if this is correct to me. Even after I started making the videos, I get constant people that I know telling me, good luck on your YouTube career, or I see you threw out another video, you know, it was funny, or it was good, your editing's pretty good, or all that, editing's on point, it's like fucking on fire and all that. It's nice to see. It feels like the hard work I'm putting in, it's actually equating to something. It's growing. It's becoming more. I feel no better place than I am on YouTube. I feel there's no better spot. I'm not one to well, honestly, I did at one point want to make music. I wanted to be a singer. Eventually, I found that maybe it wouldn't be the right decision. But that doesn't mean I still don't try. I still sing with my heart. I still do. But I just don't wish to follow it as a sole career. Like, maybe I'll throw a video up or two about it, me singing or something like that, but just as is, I like being the entertainer that I am now. I was never one to throw myself into streaming 24/7. I mean, I did throw a lot of streams together back then. That's mainly because I was playing with some friends. Not always that I had the idea to stream every 24/7. Plus, on PlayStation, it was easy. All I had to do was push a share button, go to create stream, change the name and description, and that was really it. That's all I had to do. And there we go. Stream is up. It's going. But once I got my Elgato and everything, that was like a turning point for me. Now the way I edit, the way I record, the way I put my videos together, the way I make my thumbnails, when and how I upload my videos, what I decide to record, and how I do so, it's all changed and manifesting into something more powerful than it was before. And I'm not to say I'm not one about podcasts, because it's kind of what I'm doing right now. I just wanted to have a moment to sit down, just talk. I mean, granted, I don't have anyone to speak to. I'm just speaking into the mic. Well, to whoever views it, I'm speaking to you. So I thank you for listening. If you get this far, it means the world. I'm glad you stuck around, because I'm a talking person. You give me a subject, I can probably talk about it for hours. I'm that type of person that a lot of people seem to enjoy bringing out to look at the stars at night, because the deep conversations that I could just end up having. You give me one thing and I'm just on and on and on and I don't stop. I'm surprised not many people have told me I'm annoying. And so that gave me the idea, like, okay, I'm trying different concepts on YouTube now, right? I'm doing more than just gameplay videos. I want to start throwing in some skits. I want to start making abstract videos, just throw them together, put in maybe some music or some funny moments, playthroughs, just random gameplays, whatever. Podcasts. I know podcasts was one of the things I've always wanted to do on my channel. It's because I know I can talk. This is who I am. I like talking, and what better thing to do than throw my voice on my channel? Like, you can see how long I've been talking now, about almost 30 minutes now. Just going, not even worrying about it. Now this, I feel like I can make the exception that, okay, yeah, I'm gonna make videos very long, mainly because this is like a podcast. It's just there for conversation. And granted, more people view this, then you can throw in your own goals, your own conceptions into the comments and tell me what you either thought about me and my goals and what I've been going through and how I've been achieving what I want and being happy. Or you can just tell me how you're going about your goals and what you're doing to achieve, to be happy. Like, what ideas are you setting up? What are you going through with? Like, are you building right now? Are you setting up the pieces in your tower to fit perfectly? Anything like that? Anything you can tell me, I'm down with it. But one thing I do want to do, though, other than just podcasts, is honestly make conjoined videos with people. I want to make videos with other content creators. I want to expand. I want to explore. I want to see what I can do, what possibilities lie in for me. Make, I guess in a way, co-op gameplay videos. Because the concept of what Game Grumps do is that they just sit on a couch, them two play a game, and they comment, talk about whatever random subjects they do as they go. And that's the idea that I also want to go with as well. I don't want to just be single-handed gameplays all the time, you know? Of course, I don't want to go about just saying that, oh, I'm just copying what they're doing. It's actually something I've had ingrained with me since I was a kid. I don't want to make it seem like sad backstory, all that, like I'm over here depressed and everything, but it's just not the thing. It's just how it happened and how I went about things. So when I was younger, I used to watch everyone play games when I was a baby. I remember that because I used to always do it. I still remember it to this day. And I would just enjoy that. And when I grew up, I started playing games myself more and more. So I've been playing games my entire life. For every conceptual year that I have been in existence, games have been a part of me. So that's why I went into YouTube the way I did, because having it around is just what I wanted. And I would always play these games alone. I never really had anyone there. Not to say that I forcefully was sad, alone, and depressed or anything. I wasn't depressed. It's just, my family was doing their things, So I just played games by myself. I didn't really mind it. I just enjoyed what was going on with the screen. It's just me and having a nice time. Most people would go out, play with friends, go see things with their families, their parents, all that, play with their brothers or siblings. But I preferred sitting inside and just playing a game. Sounds like a little fat nerdy thing. Not to be thrown on stereotype, but generally speaking. But I would like to sit inside and play games. And one thing I've always yearned for so long was just to have that person sitting right next to me, playing a game with me, commenting on it, talking about it, enjoying it. Because I always knew that I was sitting there and I was just talking away, playing the game, enjoying it. Ooh, SpongeBob did this. Ooh, Danny Phantom did that. Or CJ from San Andreas this, and then Sly Cooper that. But it was just me. Never really had anyone there. So the idea of wanting to play with someone has always been ingrained. I've always wanted to do that. And when YouTube was brought to me when I was younger, when it was created and it started blowing up, I never really had the idea to even create content. Of course, granted, when it was first coming, it wasn't really any platform to necessarily make lucrative money from. It was just there to throw up, like Facebook, just to be like, oh look, I did this today. That was it. And as the years went on, like, YouTube grew and started making changes, more creative people started coming to the platform and making their own, and Game Grumps did that exact thing. They came to the idea, like two creators just came together and decided, you know what? It'd be a great idea to both sit on a couch, no filter, just play a game and enjoy it together. Because the idea beforehand was just that one person was sitting in front of the camera majority of the time, or if not a camera, then just the mic, and play. But that's where Game Grumps came in and actually changed the shift from there. Well, I mean, maybe not just them, but others at the same time did the same thing. Just, they were one of the big influences to it, and I still, to this point, never thought to create a channel of my own. Even at that point, it was just like, oh cool, there's two people here, and they're both entertaining, they're both funny, and and they've gone through their own fair share of changes, even to this day. But then, when I hit high school, a couple years later into high school, I decided, like, you know what? Let me make a channel of my own. Let me make videos. So that's where you'll see probably one of my first videos ever. Is I believe, I want to say it's Mario Kart on the Wii U. It was Mario Kart 8. And I had no way of recording. That's probably what added to it, why I never thought to even add content, is because I had no way of doing it. No way to record any gameplay. That's why I use like freaking guerrilla photography or videography, as Angry Video Game Nerd put it. All I had was just a camera and playing with a controller on my hand, while the Wii U gamepad stood up and the camera was recording the gamepad to get as close as a view as I could of the screen. And I just threw it up. Of course, I think before that there was clips of me uploading from the Wii U software of little short clips, and that was about it. But then when I realized the biggest jump. I was able to edit and record properly. It's when I got a PS4. And I was like, you know what? Let me change the game up. You know, I'm gonna make a difference than what I used to do, you know? So the first actually edited video I put up was, I believe, that video. It was the Gat Out of Hell video. I'm going through my videos right now to see. Of course, before that, you'll see that I was going through editing videos on my phone, which is why you'll see a couple videos looking odd. Like Madden 25, that was the first video I've ever edited on my phone. First video I was actually able to edit at all. And that didn't really feel proper to me until I ended up getting a PS4. It says 4 years ago. I edited it with Share Factory on PS4. And that's how I ended up making my first edited video. And time went on, I started editing more, uploading more, and of course I played with friends, tried doing what I could, tried using a PC, or no, a laptop that wasn't even mine. And eventually it grew more and more with me, and I started learning more and more. I got to the point where I got a PC, and I threw together some videos, you know. Some of them you'll see that I was editing with certain softwares, you know. You'll see Power Director is one of them, especially from a couple of my World War II videos. And eventually, as you go on and on, you see my editing gets better. I introduce Facecam and all that, you know. I continuously make more videos, make different videos, and add more, do more. And one of the things that has stuck with me this entire time is that I still haven't made an actual co-op video. I still haven't done it. Couch co-op. That's a concept that's honestly disappeared in time because of the way games have developed. And that's something I always enjoyed about the old consoles. You know, I grew up with old consoles. So playing things on GameCube, like Smash Bros, with my brothers, it was like the best because I got to sit there on the couch, play with them, talk to them. They were in there in person with me. It's like a whole different experience than playing online. And when I saw the Game Grumps do it so many years ago, and I started uploading and taking my channel seriously, that's when I came to the concept, like, since I do this now, why don't I try? See what I'm saying? So now I'm seeing what I can do now. You know, I've gone through countless changes just as much as YouTube has, just as much as all the channels around have, just as much as the YouTube algorithm is changing, and you know, everything that just ends up altering in some form of some form, faction, or reason. So it's only in the best of interest that I do so too, that I take the necessary steps to evolve myself. So getting to that point, trying to create the content that I wish to create, you know, adding my own flair, and wishing not to ever hire an editor, because I want my editing to be it. I want my flair to be the editing. It wouldn't be the same. So the idea of having that couch co-op, I want to bring someone in. And you know, since the little side note, the reason I even called my channel, I think I mentioned this before too. The reason I even called my channel the Solo Achiever is because for majority of my life I played games alone. So that's why it's called Solo. And through a lot of my medias, I go by Solo Chase, which is my first name, Solo and Chase. I don't really include the Achiever. Honestly, I wish I could change it, but honestly, the name is so unique and it's stuck with so many people that honestly, it doesn't seem like I should change it. It fits right, and plus it's a name that you can look up on YouTube and nothing else comes up but my channel. So that's really good. You know, I made a unique name. I look it up on Google too, it's only my channel. And the Achiever came in because I like being a completionist with the games that I like. You know, the games that I like, I complete. You know, that's just a side note to throw in. But the idea that evolving more as I go is making changes, you know, adding more content, not letting myself be limited to one specific genre of content, you know? So I'm willing to experiment. Maybe make podcasts, music videos, dancing videos, or something like that, something random. Pranks, but although pranks seems a bit much because I don't like being mean to people. I don't know, just couch co-op, gameplay videos, live streams, playthroughs, you know, whatever I can do. You know, I enjoy being able to be here and interact with the audience. So it's nice. You know, I do like the solo content, no pun intended, or was it? Because if I make solo content, I get to let it be me and the audience, and I get to interact with them directly by myself. So it's as if I'm speaking to you right now, one-to-one. But if it were to be me and another, it would be both of us speaking to each other, but also speaking to you. It doesn't feel as direct, but it's entertainment nonetheless. Plus, I get to have someone there, you know? I get to speak to someone that can speak back. It just makes an interesting dynamic, especially with who you choose to bring in. So that's something I'm willing to experiment to see my channel evolve and grow into furthermore. And I feel like there's more I can do with my channel. There's ideas I wish to pursue, and not only that, ideas I think I haven't thought of yet to create. A lot of people believe in me. A lot of people believe in my channel. In my personal life, like a lot of people like it, you know, they tell me things about it. So if they believe in it, I have no reason not to. So I'm continuing with my content. Whatever content it may be, I'm willing to try anything. Well, not anything, I probably shouldn't say that, but I'm willing to experiment within my own guidelines to see what good entertainment I can bring. because that's in my best interest. I want to bring entertainment. And I'm not too sure where I honestly wanted to begin with this. I kind of watched an inspiration video by the Game Grumps, and they were talking about success and all that, and it gave me the motive to want to sit down and talk, because I haven't actually had the opportunity today to just sit down and talk about deeper subjects, you know. So I just wanted to do this. I'll see what I do with this, see how much I edited or anything like that, if I decide to edit it at all. But I definitely did enjoy doing this. It's nice. You can see that I literally took on to one subject, made side subjects alongside it of what does it mean to be an entertainer. There's a lot of thought that can go into that. Especially after I just literally prattled on for about 47 minutes. About. Yeah, 47. I'm hoping you enjoyed being able to listen to me prattle on. If you have any suggestions, to be honest with you, you can throw them in the comments and be like, alright, you want me to talk about this? You want to see my viewpoint? I can make another podcast specifically talking about whatever you want me to talk about. I can literally just sit there and talk about it for 30 minutes, an hour. God knows how long I'll talk about it. So yeah, honestly, just throw some comments in there. See what we can talk about. Maybe one day I'll even make like a live stream or something, where I can just start talking to the mic, speaking combo, come in, see what I'm saying, and then throw in another comment. We can continue the conversation, keep it going. You can interact. Make it a live podcast. Although I know that's been done, but it's been done by another, but it hasn't been done by me. So that's content I'm willing to do. It's all about the contents for the viewers, and that's what I plan to deliver. So yeah, I guess I can consider this just a podcast with me talking. Call this podcast number 1. I might give it like sub names, like what the podcast was about, if there was like one subject or one main subject that came to mind. So I guess I could just call it what it means to be an entertainer, podcast number 1 or whatever, and give me recommendations on what to talk about. See what's up. I definitely look forward to it. You can play me in the background, whatever you want to do, just so you have some noise, because I know I do like that. I do enjoy that. Is sometimes when I'm doing something and I don't have to listen to it or something like that, and I kind of just want someone talking in the background, and I don't know who to listen to or what to do. You can have me. You can just throw me up in the background and be like, let him make white noise, you know, distract us from the emptiness in this room, just talking to you in the distance. Yeah, you can do that with me. Shoot, it's a pleasure. At least it shows me, right? That's what I hope for. That's what I look forward to. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. I'll probably see you in the next one, whenever I may do that, whatever recommendations come on in. And I'll see you later.